Today, we're tracking a reported 60-day extension of the U.S.-Iran ceasefire with reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. Catastrophic Blue Origin New Glenn rocket explosion, delaying Amazon's low Earth orbit constellation. The public disclosure of a major terrorist and criminal gang extortion threat in British Columbia. And a potentially dangerous escalation in the Russia-Ukraine conflict with a Russian drone striking an apartment building in Romania, a NATO country, with direct implications for energy markets, satellite infrastructure, public safety, security, and supply chain resilience. This is your Heimdall Group Daily Briefing.
The United States and Iran have reportedly reached a deal to extend their ceasefire by 60 days and reopen the Strait of Hormuz to shipping, pending final approval. Intelligence implications for Heimdall clients. Energy and infrastructure. A potential 60-day extension and reopening of the Strait of Hormuz could temporarily ease shipping and oil price pressures. Expect oil prices to fall and markets to react positively in the short term. Overall, clients should monitor final confirmation and prepare measures in advance of renewed volatility if the deal falters.
At approximately 2100 hours Eastern yesterday, Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket exploded during a full-stack static test fire at Launch Complex 36 in Cape Canaveral. The first stage was destroyed, and the pad sustained major damage. The vehicle was preparing to carry the first batch of Amazon Low Earth Orbit Project Kuiper satellites. Here are the intelligence implications for Heimdall clients. Satellite and critical digital infrastructure. This incident creates immediate delays in Amazon's low Earth orbit constellation rollout, threatening supply chain resilience, FCC compliance deadlines, and broadband redundancy for energy, logistics, and remote operations clients. The overall risk level here is elevated. It forces a pivot to already constrained alternative launch providers and heightens competitive pressure from Starlink. For more information on the Blue Origin rocket explosion and its impacts, from the Heimdall Group's orbital team, visit theheimdallgroup.io/orbital.
On May 28, 2026, testimony at an Edmonton deportation hearing revealed that the Lawrence Bishnoi gang, designated a terrorist entity in Canada, sent a letter to the Abbotsford Police Department boasting that they had an operational cadre of upwards of 1,000 individuals willing to carry out these shootings as part of a systemic extortion racket targeting businesses. The extortion racket gang members would contact businesses by WhatsApp and demand payment from a business in return for so-called protection. Gunmen would then conduct shooting attacks on businesses that did not pay. Here are some intelligence implications for Heimdall clients. Physical security and public safety. The revelation underscores heightened extortion and violence risks to South Asian-owned businesses, logistics, construction, hospitality, and any critical infrastructure with diaspora-linked supply chains in British Columbia and beyond. Overall, clients should review WhatsApp threats, employee vetting, and layered SEPTED Plus measures immediately. We at the Heimdall Group are experts in helping you deny these kinds of threats and protect your people. Visit theheimdallgroup.io/Bishnoi for an extended intelligence brief on the Bishnoi gang extortion threat and a free 30-minute consultation.
A dangerous escalation as a Russian long-range attack drone struck an apartment building in Romania, causing a fire and injuring two. Early this morning, a Russian Grand 2 drone from a barrage targeting Ukraine's Odessa region crossed into Romanian airspace and struck an apartment building in Galati, injuring a woman and a 14-year-old boy. Romanian air defenses scrambled, but were unable to intercept the drone in time. Romania has condemned the incident as a grave escalation. They have summoned the Russian ambassador and have called for stronger NATO air defense support. Both NATO and the EU have condemned this incident. Here are the intelligence implications for Heimdall clients. There is geopolitical and regional stability risk here. This incident marks the first time Russian drone activity has caused civilian injuries on a NATO territory, raising the risk of spillover and prompting stronger alliance commitments. Clients with operations or supply chains in Eastern Europe should monitor for potential escalation, specifically affecting energy corridors, transport routes, or endangered staff and civilians. There are safety and security risks. The ongoing use of long-range attack drones on urban centers near international borders underscores the urgent need for short, medium, and long-range defense, preparation and training, and drilling in advance of these attacks. Overall, the rapid proliferation of attack drone use in recent conflicts means that clients with staff near conflict areas should continue to use great caution and train now to be ready to respond to attacks. This situation is a breaking development in a particularly dynamic situation. We at the Heimdall Group will continue to monitor it closely. For an integrated, confidential, intelligence-led deep dive brief for your organization or sector, please reach out directly or visit theheimdallgroup.io.